Hey, welcome to another episode of Real Online Business. I'm one of the hosts, Will Boyd, along with my business partner, Alex Engar. This is also being streamed live into our Facebook group, Building Online and Building Ethical and Aligned Online Businesses. So if you're catching us there, awesome to have you. Really excited for this episode. We're going to keep this one short. And first off, if you've been a listener and you are in our Facebook group, our apologies that we've been kind of dormant in the last few weeks. And this episode hopefully is going to play into that, which is we've just been really focused on the 1% and looking at the 1% changes in our business. And in particular, today, I want to talk about our sales process. And I'm going to break down first what is our sales process here at Healthy Funnel, and then where are we looking at improving our 1% at each step along the way. So if you're new to what we do here at Healthy Funnel, we help people install what we call automated sales systems into their businesses. And what an automated sales system is really just a path of taking someone from awareness all the way to getting on a sales call and deciding to sign up to be a client to work with us. And most people have this in some form or fashion in their business. And if you don't have this is something you really want to think about, which is, hey, what's my journey for someone of finding me, learning about us, booking a call with us, and then ultimately signing on and paying to be a client with us. And I'm going to break down sort of our steps, right? Our steps are really simple. For a long time, it used to be we would make organic content on Facebook and move people to our Facebook group, and we would nurture them in our Facebook group, and we would have launches. And we would make a launch through a webinar. We would book sales calls off the back of a webinar and then enroll them into our program. That's what we used to do. And it worked really great for a long time. It still works really great if that's like your method. But it was unsustainable long-term for us. We just looked at the amount of energy and effort required to constantly launch, constantly do webinars, was exhausting and it was draining. And we weren't really reaching a ton of new people outside of new friend request connections we would make, LinkedIn connection requests we would send, which really wasn't the bread and butter of what we did. It is just straight up hard work and outreach. Like that's what our business relied on. And we made it to a certain point in our business where we were doing 20, 30, sometimes 40K a month. And it was like, awesome. Why don't we start using money to help us reach more people instead of just constantly doing the manual effort of time? And so that's where we got to our business. And we've now created the sales process that works for us, which is a series of, we run Facebook ads. So Facebook and Instagram ads. Instagram's owned by Facebook. We can run them under the same platform. We run Facebook and Instagram ads, asking people if they'd like to know about our offer. And we have a training that explains the offer. So they see the ad, they click on the ad goes to a landing page, which is just think of a web page that says, hey, do you want the thing that you clicked on in the ad? Enter your name and email. Sometimes we collect phone number as well to get the training that talks about how we solve this problem for people. Someone gives us their name, email, and phone number. They're then taken to a thank you page or a second landing page that says, hey, awesome, here is the training. If you watch the training, down below, you can book a call to see if we can help you solve this problem for you with your business. We know that a certain percent will actually watch the video. We know we're going to talk about here in a little bit how some people don't even watch the video and they still book a call because they want to know about the offer. They book a call with us. We get on a sales call with them. And to be honest, our process is really a 2-call process. Meaning the first call is like just discovery, learning, hey, are you a fit? Are you not a fit? Those who are a fit, we book a second call with, and that's when we have our more of a formal sales call, closing call to enroll them in as a client if it makes sense. And that's our sales process. Like that's how we take someone from not knowing who we are, putting ads out there with a very core message, offer-based messaging, meaning like, hey, here's our offer. Are you interested to learn about it? Go to this page, opt in, give us your contact information to send you the training. They watch the training, or even sometimes they don't, and they book a call and we talk to find out if they're a good fit for our business. If they are, we schedule a second call and we do the more formal sales enrollment call there. And then we enroll them as a client. And then that's where our onboarding process takes over. That's where fulfillment comes in. But what I just described to you is our sales process. And the core of all of this is just being able to measure along the way, how profitable is it? How profitable is it to get a lead? How profitable is it to book a call? How profitable is it to book a quality call? And how much does it cost us to acquire a customer relative to what we're spending and relative to what we're making on the back end? That's really our sales process. It's nothing new, right? This is something that we've learned along the way from many people, but Sam Evans was the first that we really studied from the VSL funnel side. Now we're really studying from guys like Alex Hormozy and Alex Becker and how they've been able to do this. And it works really, really well once you get the things dialed in, like making your product and your offer super solid. But I want to talk about the 1% changes along the way. And in particular today, I want to give you an insight into our business, which is we've been finding over the last 2 or 3 weeks that people are seeing our ad, they're going and opting in for the training, and they're booking calls. What we found though is when we get on that first call, a lot of them have not actually watched the video. And this was sort of mind blowing to us because we're like, wait, you're booking a call to learn about our business and how we can help you, but you didn't watch the training, which was the whole point of getting you to opt in. And at first it was frustrating. Like any business owner, you're like, I want to talk with qualified people and I want to book sales call and I want to enroll clients. Like that's what we wanted. And I think that's really normal. And that's the dream, right? That's the thing is everyone shows up. The dream is everyone shows up ready. They totally understand your business because they watch the training and they're ready to sign up today. Well, it just hasn't been reality. And so luckily we've been getting on calls, even with unqualified people based on the little application that we have them fill out when they want to book a call. And I've still been learning, like I've wanted to learn like, hey, so tell me, did you watch the video? What's been interesting is almost over half of the people, a little over half of the people have said, no, I didn't even watch the training. And so I asked, okay, so what made you interested to book a call? Well, I loved your ad and I want that for my business. I want someone to be able to click on an ad and opt in. And it was interesting. I was learning, okay, so you didn't really watch the full training because people would say, I'm not really sure what you do, but I need this in my system. So what we're actually doing to them, they want for their business, but they didn't really watch the whole thing to understand that that's even what we do. So rather than me being frustrated and saying, well, why didn't you watch the video or canceling the call? I'm learning and saying, okay, how can I make this better? How can I make this process better? And so Alex and I talked and we were like, hey, what do we need to do? How do we get people to be more pre-framed and more indoctrinated into what we do by the time we have this first call? And we can't force people to watch the video. Like, I don't know of a way where we can like go into someone's life and be like, sit here, watch this video. We can't really do that. So we got to look at, hey, how do we make this more likely that they'll watch it? And so what we're doing is we're filming new videos, just like this one, to put on our thank you page. So after they book a call that says, hey, this is mandatory, watch this video. And I'm working on actually right now putting into our email system saying, hey, I'm going to email that video to them as well and say, hey, I need you to hit reply seen, SEEN, like you've seen the video before our call. If you don't reply seen, we will cancel the call. And I'm trying to incentivize them to watch this video so that way I know that they're showing up and we don't have to spend as much time educating and they're more aware of what we do as a business. Now, I don't have all the results yet, but so far I'm feeling more confident that, hey, at least we're going to have a better chance that these people are going to show up and they're going to be aware of what we do and have seen this video. I'll have more results for you over the next few months as we're putting this all into place. But that's something that we're looking at in our sales process to improve. And I think really what I want to talk about is, are you looking at the 1% changes you can be making in your business? So at the beginning, getting on these calls with people, I was kind of frustrated. Like, we put together this incredible 7-minute video. We tried to keep it short to help people better understand what we do in our business. And I was frustrated that they weren't watching it. And in reality, I learned a couple of things. And I wrote this in a post that I made on my Instagram about what I learned in this process. And number one is that our core message is so strong. Do you want an automated sales system? More book calls on demand. That's so strong. The core message is so strong. And the desire that people want this so strongly, they're willing to just say, yeah, I want to know how to do it. Without even watching the video, without understanding what we do, without talking about the process, just, yeah, I want that thing. And what's really cool is when you have an offer and you have a product that solves a problem that's so needed and so desirous, you have people who don't even care to watch the video. They're just like, yeah, I want to know, how do I do this? The second thing I learned is that our process, even though we thought was great, had flaws, meaning it's so desirous that people don't even care to watch the video. They just want to know about the thing. And so we have to go and we have to look in, how do we make this better? How do we optimize for this to actually work in our favor? Meaning, how do we go build email? How do we build a video that explains this on the book a call page? Like, we were assuming anyone who made it to the book a call page had already watched the video. Well, now we're realizing they haven't. So how do we push that right in front of them again after they've booked a call? How do we then send that same video out via email and text messages before the call? You say, hey, you have to watch it. It's mandatory to watch this before we show up. And I even tell them in the video, hey, I explain our process. And at the end of the video, I say, hey, if this is not what you thought we did, it's totally okay to cancel the call. I'd rather you know that. And so you're not caught off guard and you're not disappointed as a prospect that we offer something that isn't what you thought it was. So I tell them that. And so it's been really interesting to make this. I'm going to have sort of more, details and analytics for you over the next month as we're enrolling more and more people onto sales calls about that. And for those of you on the podcast that are listening and here in the group, I posted our June results of our ad spend, how many calls we booked, and how many quality calls we booked. And then I'm going to have by the end of July, the numbers for revenue, return on investment, or loss, depending on how it goes. But it's looking like we'll have at least 3 to 4, if not more, return on investment from that. I'll be able to share that with you. Alex and I'll be able to share it with you later this month, just because we still have these calls that were booked in June that are getting scheduled into July. So that's that. Cool. I'll leave you here with that. This has been an episode of Real Online Business. Thank you so much. If you've loved this and you're listening on the podcast, please hit the subscribe button, shoot us a review. It would mean the world to us. And we will catch you guys on the next episode. Lesson from this one: look into your sales process and try optimizing as much as you can and be willing to adjust on the fly. So we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Real Online Business. See you guys later.